this day. It's my favorite day of the week. It's actually not my favorite day of the week. I actually really love doing Tortilla Talk Tuesdays in the sense that I love like just sitting and chatting with you guys and it being more a casual vlog. It's so hard for me to upload Tortilla Talk Tuesdays because since there's such minimal editing, I feel like they're so boring. But I do like the vibe of just like sitting and chatting and like answering your questions and whatnot. But my phone just reminded me of something crazy today. So I'm very excited to answer all of your questions later, but my phone just reminded me of something crazy. 10 years ago today. Oh, hi Daisy, can I help you? Okay. 10 years ago today was the day that I filmed Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld. Up here, September 30th, 2014. That's crazy. I have like all these pictures with Jerry Seinfeld in my apartment 10 years ago. Just filming a YouTube video casually in my room with Jerry Seinfeld. Isn't that crazy? I still can't believe that this happened. Like, what are you talking about? I genuinely cannot believe he asked me to do it, that he wanted me to do it, that I got to do it, that it actually happened. Like, oh, there was a whole like scene that we shot when we were out and about. Like, we drove around, we went to a diner, and if you watch the episode, like you'll see us at the diner or whatever. And then after that, we actually drove to Hollywood and we went to Hot Topic and like walked around and like shopped together, whatever. So that picture that I just showed you, that's outside of Hot Topic. And he bought me a shirt while we were at Hot Topic, and I still have that shirt. Like, I will never lose that shirt, get rid of that shirt, anything, because like literally Jerry Seinfeld bought it for me. But I'll talk more about that experience later because it was so fun. I know I've talked about it before, but like what a cool, exciting, fun thing that I was never worthy of doing. I had a blast. I feel like I should rewatch it. Like, I haven't seen it since, I don't think since it came out. Daisy is very busy making biscuits. Busy work day today, my love? Oh, sorry. Did I disturb you? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, I've got to go record a podcast. Okay, Daisy, really? With the anus right in the camera? I've got to go record a podcast, but I'll see you guys after. Okay, we finished the podcast. Oh, I thought I smelled something delicious. Eric's got the barbecue going, the grill. It smells so good. Oh, there's a Lions game on. Now everything is making sense. Football is happening. Barbecue is happening. Understand. Got it. Football. Or as the twins would say, football. What are we watching? Football. Here, I'll set it up so you can see your dress. Ready? Like it. Princess. Ooh, princess dress. Look at you. Maisie got this new bluey nightgown. She doesn't wear it as a nightgown. She wears it as a princess dress. Huh, Maisie? I have 4 tumblers to go through because all of my tumblers...
Let's open this one.
Okay. All of my tumblers mysteriously stopped tumbling yesterday, and so I need to go through them all. They're ready for me to go through anyway. Okay, bye-bye. And the twins wanted to help me, so that's what we're doing right now. What are you doing, Gooby Goo? We count to 3. Ready? 1, 2,
3, 4. We can get them now.
Well, they're all dirty. You can't touch them yet. I have to clean them first,
You
right?
have to get some more.
Okay, bye-bye.
What's this lemon?
Here's the first tumbler. Rocks. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, it splashed. 1, 2, 3.
You want to wash them?
Yeah, I gotta go clean them all off.
Okay, Mommy. Can I put the water in it?
Yeah, hold on 1 second and I'll help you, okay? Oh my gosh. Chaos! Ah! Alright, this is just absolute chaos. I don't know why I even thought I could film this. Football is happening and it's very loud, but one thing we have to do that I'm very excited about, and Flynn's very excited about, is we have this weird tradition that started when Flynn was a baby where we have something at Halloween time called the magical cat. It's a black, like kitty cat jack-o'-lantern type of ceramic bowl thing, but it's magical. And it like lays pumpkin eggs or something. I don't know what was going on during that time of my life where this started happening at our house, but there's a magical black cat that lays eggs and leaves little candies and prizes and stuff every day leading up to Halloween. I have a feeling the magical cat might be old this year and might not be feeling it, but we'll find out. We have to find it first.
So we're going to find magic cat in a bin.
Let me turn on my flashlight. Oh my gosh, your handprints! Oh no, it's crumbling. Oh no, I'm so sad. Wesley's handprint, this is last year. Oh my gosh, they're crumbling. I'm so sad. Okay, I have to be very gentle with this. This is from COVID. Trick or treat, keep 6 feet, grab something good to eat. We've got some autumn garland. Not in here. Oh no, you have to find it, Flynn. Not in this box. To be continued.
I want to take the camera.
Maybe they're in like the garage.
Okay, I'll stay with Dad. I'll have your camera. We are watching the Lions football game? Yeah, go Lions!
Go Lions! Let's go Lions!
Go Lions! We have good touchdowns. Someone got hurt in the game. Someone got hurt in the game, so he's out. He needs a Band-Aid.
Okay, so we found the cat. However, it unfortunately shattered a little bit, but I'm gluing it back together. I'm using my B700 glue, which is what I use when I rhinestone things, and I'm just gonna hope that it holds it together. The whole thing's split in half. You can see right here the crack, and here's a bit of a crack. So the whole thing's split in half, but then there's this one little chunk on the mouth down here that I need to figure out how to fix. And I don't think it's that big of a deal if I don't fix it, but I'm gonna try. And I thought I could answer your questions while I'm doing this. That's the best I can do, and I'm just gonna have to paint this chunk. Tabby Louise said, Tortilla Talk question, I have a weird debate topic. I have to know, do you see the viral dress? What was that sound? Oh my gosh, what is this house? I swear to God. I have to know, do you see the viral dress as black and blue or white and gold? I see light blue and gold, and I'm always confused why. Okay, I don't know how you see that. I've never seen it white and gold. I've only ever seen that dress black and blue. This is from so many years ago when everyone was fighting over whether it was black and blue or white and gold, and I have literally never seen it white and gold. And that whole thing was viral. I thought people who were saying white and gold were trolling. Like, I thought they were all just people being jerks and like just saying it to make other people mad. I did not believe anyone saw white and gold. Now I know people can see white and gold, but I definitely always have only seen black and blue. Millie Martinez says, Tortilla Talk question, what happened to the twins dance class? Do they attend or did they lose interest? They lost interest, and that's really fine. I want to get my kids involved in lots of different activities and see what they like, and maybe it's something that we'll visit again someday. At first I thought, oh, they're just shy, it's a new class, they'll get used to it, but then over time I was like, they just don't like it. I just didn't like it, so I wasn't gonna force them to do it anymore. I was proud of them for trying it and for going every week, and we really did give it a good try, and it just wasn't for them. So if they ever want to try it again in the future, we'll try it again, but they lost interest. They weren't into it. Linda Delaney said, Colleen, what's on your fall bucket list? I am so excited. I want to go to the pumpkin patch as soon as possible. Maybe we'll go tomorrow. I'm so excited. I have to make a cuttlefish costume for Flynn. I need to start that now because I feel like it's gonna be really hard to do. I need to like make a bunch of cute like Halloween-y kind of treats. I want to do a bunch of fall crafts. From now until the new year is like the best time because it's just all the holidays and it's so exciting. Calais Maria said, Tortilla Talk question, hi Colleen, I was curious, did you suffer any cavities or teeth problems during pregnancy or after birth? Eric and I were just talking about this on the podcast. I haven't been to the dentist in a very long time, which is embarrassing, and I really need to go. However, I've been fine with my teeth since having kids, but when I was pregnant with Flynn, my teeth were crack-a-lackin', girl. Oh my gosh, that's a symptom that I always forget about, but my teeth cracked, and like one of them cracked in half, and I had to go to the dentist while I was like 7 months pregnant with Flynn or something crazy. But my gums were like literally always bleeding. With both pregnancies, I remember my teeth were always sore and hurt, and my gums were always bleeding. It sucked really bad. Ceci Bellard, I'm sure I'm saying your name wrong, said, Tortilla Talk question, I've noticed you tend to get more sassy and comedic during fall. Do you feel like the spooky season brings out more of your comedic side? Do you feel like a different version of yourself with the seasons? I personally feel much more myself, much more engaged and determined around this time of year. We can get into a whole conversation about seasonal affective disorder, but maybe that's one for the podcast. Love you so much from London. I haven't noticed myself being more chipper, but if I am being more chipper and sassy, it's probably because of the holidays coming up. Like, I love holidays, and this time of year is so exciting because it's Eric's birthday, and then Halloween, and then the twins' birthday, and then my birthday, and Thanksgiving, and then Flynn's birthday, and then Christmas, and then New Year's, and it's just all wham, bam, 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 and that's so fun and so exciting to me. So yes, I think it probably does affect my mood greatly, and I don't really like the summer. Like, it's not my thing. I did want to talk about the whole Jerry Seinfeld comedians and cars getting coffee thing because it's the 10-year anniversary. I'm gonna do that. Give me a sec. Okay, sorry. I was feeling hungry, so I ordered myself some Taco Bell because I am disgusting. Here's Daisy. So let's talk about Jerry Seinfeld. I'm just gonna quickly talk about the experience, and maybe in another vlog I'll like watch and react to comedians and cars getting coffee because I haven't watched it in a very long time. A lot of people have asked me how that happened. I think most people are stunned and confused why he would want to do it with me, and I agree. It makes no sense. Like, Comedians and Cars Getting Coffee is a show where Jerry Seinfeld takes a very famous comedian in a cool vintage car and goes and gets coffee with him. And because they're comedians, conversations, their banter, everything. It's just hilarious. It's very entertaining to watch that show. But he literally has famous celebrities on that show. So my agents reached out to me and said, Jerry Seinfeld's people want to get in touch with you about comedians in cars getting coffee. In my head, I did not assume in the slightest that that meant he wanted me to be on the show. I thought he wanted me to like promote it, because back then I was doing a lot of brand deals and promoting lots of things, and I thought someone on his PR team or something was like, oh, let's have people on YouTube and social media like promote the show. So I was like, yeah, give them my number. Like, I'm happy to talk to them about that. It's Jerry Seinfeld. I would literally do whatever he asks. He's literally a legend, you know? And so then one day I got a phone call from Jerry Seinfeld. I wonder if I still have a voicemail from him somewhere on one of my old phones. Honestly, I wonder if I have his phone number. Do I literally have his phone number in my phone. Anyway, yeah, he called me one day and was just like, hey, it's Jerry. I was literally not expecting it to be him who called me on the phone. I'm sure my agents even told me, they probably were like, well, Jerry's gonna call you. Probably just still did not assume that that's what they meant. In what world does Jerry Seinfeld just call your cell phone? He was so nice and so wonderful. And he said that he usually has his friends on the show, but he didn't know me at all, obviously. So he wanted to make sure that we kind of knew each other so that we had banter and it wasn't awkward when we shot the episode. So he would call me and we would like brainstorm ideas that we wanted to do. For a minute, we talked about maybe doing like a Thanksgiving episode, because the episode did come out on Thanksgiving and he wanted to do like a whole thing with Miranda's family. Like he went to a Thanksgiving dinner at Miranda's house. And then I met him in person at a diner with like one of his writing partners. And we just like hung out and talked. But I think that was really smart to do, to like have a hangout session first so that it wasn't the first time we ever met. But he was literally so nice and so kind, so complimentary, so helpful, gave me great advice. And he like talked about me on a late night talk show.
Miranda sings. That's someone you don't know.
Don't know.
That is...
I should know her, right?
No, you would never know her.
Okay.
My daughter Sasha introduced me on YouTube, and I watched it and I started laughing. I think this girl's fantastically talented. And so I'm going to introduce her to America on My Show. She has her own huge following.
That's great.
On YouTube. You know how that stuff works.
Sure, absolutely. And is she a funny kid? Is she
Hilarious.
How old is
The
how
show's
old?
comedians.
Yeah.
And then we shot Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. And then he called me and was like, hey, would you like to come to New York in a couple of days and be on Jimmy Fallon with me and Martin Short? And I was like, yes. What if I was like, no, I'm busy? Oh my God, like obviously I'm gonna say yes. I was so excited, but I was so freaking nervous. It was really terrifying to go on stage with three comedy legends, be the only girl on stage, be the only one who's pretty much unknown on the stage. That studio audience did not know who I was, like at all. And it took a while for them to kind of warm up to me. It was so fun. It was so crazy. I can't believe I did that. I just remember right before we went on stage, I've told this story so many times before, but it was me and Jerry standing like in the wings at Jimmy Fallon, like waiting to go out. Like I remember it so vividly. It's like a core memory for me. I'm like dressed like Miranda, backstage at Jimmy Fallon. It was like the first big thing I had done, really, like the first big appearance, the first talk show appearance. About to go on stage to play Pictionary with him and Martin Short and Jimmy Fallon. Like wild, crazy, weird, out of body experience. But we're standing in the dark behind this curtain about to go out, and he just starts like laughing and goes like, this is so weird. Like he was so excited about how weird it was gonna be, like, and that it was gonna confuse people. Oh my God, there's a bug crawling around in my rug. Gross, 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 gross. What are you doing? It's a pincher bug. Anyway, it was a wild experience. I cannot believe I got to do that, and I feel like people are always shocked to find out that he wanted me to do it and called me and asked me to be on it, and that was his decision. People are always like, how did you get that? He asked me, and I'm flattered and honored and so confused by it. It's absolutely insane. I feel so lucky that I got to do that, and I have to say that I love when people come say hi to me when I'm out and about, if anyone ever recognizes me. And one of my favorite things in the world is when a dude, like a bro dude, comes up to me, because that's not usually my demographic. Usually the people who come up to me are women, like people my age. I get the occasional teenager or college age student, but usually it's like women come up to me and people in the gay community come up to me, and that's pretty much it. So when like a bro dude comes up to me and recognizes me, it's always like, what? But it's almost like the biggest compliment ever, because they usually say like, hey, you're Miranda, right? I saw you on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. It was so funny. I've never heard of you before, but I loved it. Like they always say something really nice, and it's like the biggest compliment ever to know that someone watched the episode who didn't know who I was and didn't know my comedy and my weird sense of humor and thought that episode was funny. Every time that happens, I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. I mean, anytime anyone comes up to me and says hi, it's so sweet and I love it. I don't know, there's just something special about that whenever that happens. I'm sure there's 1,000 other stories I could tell you about that, but this vlog is getting very long. But I love talking about all that stuff. So if you guys ever have any questions about the people I've worked with and met and jobs I've done or shows I've done or whatever, you can let me know in the comments. And I love talking about it. I think it's so fun to remember all the cool things that I've been able to do in my career. And hopefully there's a lot more cool stuff to come in the future. But if not, I am so grateful for all the cool stuff that I've gotten to do. It's like truly mind-boggling to me. Working with Jerry Seinfeld is one of my favorite top things that I got to do. I can't believe it was 10 years ago. That sounds so long. I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the new podcast episode and then back with the vlog on Thursday. Bye!